This video's topic for cinematic atrocity is Bloody New Year. It's a 1987 schlocky, cheap horror film. Now, I thought this movie was a slasher, so that's why I put it on. Also, it's a New Year's film, so I wanted to watch it then on New Year's Eve just to see, but it's not a slasher. It's just a generic ghost movie, but the movie is so shoddy and the way, not because of the effects, but because of the way they utilize the effects. It's supposed to be super scary, but instead comes off as really weird. So that ended up making it unintentionally funny. So halfway during this movie, I realized this is a cinematic atrocity. We're following 6 friends as they hang out on a boardwalk, rides. They pick a fight. Well, actually, there's only 5 of them. And they're on one of those spinning rides, and this one woman, she can't get off the ride because these 2 guys are bullying her and won't let her leave. And they keep, the guy who runs the ride won't stop it either. So the 5 friends decide to pitch in and shut down the ride by taking a spark plug, rescuing the damsel in distress, and then running away from these guys. And it's a really protracted sequence because these 3 jerks basically chase them all over the carnival looking for the spark plug. And eventually they run and find a boat, and they just like escape. And they end up on another patch of land. Their boat is about to sink, so they have to bail water. And they find this old hotel. So they go in there, and there's no one there. But there is an old lady, so they think everything's fine. It's just no power. Everything's just, there's still booze, and they're trying to get dry. However, they end up getting possessed by the denizens of the hotel. So it's kind of like a shitty version of The Shining mixed with Evil Dead, but just really bad because just the way... Sometimes a movie, like, it'll have subpar gore or, you know, kind of shoddy effects, and that doesn't really matter as long as your heart's in the right place. But this movie, some of the threats are just really bad. There's a really great sequence on a staircase where a woman's running, and then the little decorative, like, end piece of the staircase turns into a puppet hand, like a dog, a wooden dog that bites her hand and won't let her leave. And then her friend comes down the stairs possessed, and like it's just like a burn gray effect. And then another friend shows up with a shotgun, shoots her, and it's like overacting, like the and then like they put like a pipe or something under her shirt, and it's like sludge starts shooting out like a cannon. They're trying to make it look like blood, but it ends up looking like she's a toy or something. Really shoddy effects. There's also a net scene that's really funny, where a woman walks into a net and it wraps over her body. She can't stop screaming. He's trying to like get it off her, but she just keeps like moving about, and the hooks start digging into her skin. A lot of these are supposed to be like super scary, but they end up being really funny. There's some cool effects with some footprints in the sand, and they can hear party going. And then some of those guys from the beginning of the film show up, and they start fighting, and they start getting killed by possessed people. It's definitely a really odd film. Especially like the ending too. It's really over the top. This movie's supposed to be, you know, like a scare fest, but it's just really shoddy. It has a really bad score on IMDb, but if you're, you know, maybe a little bit intoxicated or on something or just bored, you put this on, you'll get a couple chuckles, you know, if you're a fan of something really bad, like a really shoddy Evil Dead mixed with The Shining. So I give Bloody New Year a cinematic atrocity score of 5 out of 10.